2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are feeling fine. Hope you guys are enjoying the music in the background. We're going to get into this weekly conversation. This is always a reaction video. I'm not one of those people that watch a video and then rewatch it and come up with funny stuff to say. Anytime I say something, it's totally spur of the moment. I don't write my stuff. Just so even in my weekly news stuff, I don't write the stuff I say. Besides, I find the information and I just, whatever comes to my front of my mind is going to be said. So let's get into this. Joe Biden has a conversation with a real human being, and it's totally not political and totally not agenda driven. It's just a normal conversation. Sure. Let's get into it. Let's just start it off. Here we go. He's already looking good. Look at that conversation. Look at that stance he has. He's having a good time. He's leaning back. He knows what's going on. He's feeling good. Because you know why? Because they're not going to send me in to have a conversation. They're going to send somebody that already loves him and wants to kiss his feet. Let's go.
I made no bones about that.
This is where we're going.
Wait, what?
I'm a union president. I made no...
Oh, my God. Of course he's a union president. Liberals love unions. They think they're the way. Anybody ever started in a union and felt like it was a good decision? That people I know that are in union jobs when they first started go, it's gonna pay off. I swear it's gonna pay off. I just gotta stick with this one job. But I'm not that one. I'm not that kind of person. I don't stick with one job my whole life. It's not my forte. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat right now.
No bones about that.
I'm a union president. I made no bones about that. I would never, ever change the way I think. I'm a union president because unions are the only way. I've never started a job or created jobs before, but unions are amazing.
This is where we're going. The future of America.
Well, it sounds like you read my infrastructure plan.
It sounds like you read my plan because I did it. That guy didn't read his plan. He's like, no, was I supposed to read your plan, bro?
My dad used to come home filthy from the foundry. I told myself
that I would take a shower after every job I had.
I'll never work in the plant.
Why? Ew, I don't want to come home dirty. That's dirty.
After 38 years of service and no clean air protection, my dad died from black lung.
That's really sad, but all I can think about is what's that movie? I got the black lung, Paul. Zoolander. Got the black lung, Paul.
I decided to turn my grief into a positive by fighting
Love that.
for workers' rights in my dad's memory.
That's great.
I started on the assembly line.
No big
Now
deal.
I'm president of our UAW local. The
Drop a bomb.
industry is changing.
Amazing.
I want to make sure we're protected.
Respected and ready.
And
So does the President Biden.
I know.
Look at that picture. Yeah, I know. Because he told me. A weekly conversation on the line with Lewis from Michigan. First of all, this conversation lasts, we've already 51 seconds into it. It's not even a 2-minute long conversation. Do you count that as a conversation? Have you ever heard of a podcast before? They're like 2 to 3 hours long. But yeah, let's call this a conversation.
You guys have been the backbone of the country. It's not hyperbole.
Thank you.
Yeah, we mean
so
it.
much. As we're going through right now with the automotive industry, a lot of our components are being held up at the border.
Yep.
We are.
A lot of our opponents are being held up at the border. Could you do anything about that? Maybe send Kamala down? Oh, wait, no, Kamala's going to Latin America. She refuses to see the border. Not that that's a problem or anything. It's just our vice president who's in charge of border. The automotive industry. Should have never bailed you out.
We are having a hard time to be able to produce daily work. How nice would it be to be able to go to the state next door to get components instead of having to go overseas?
The money that I
Yes.
spend as your president to do everything from build aircraft carriers to buy fleets of vehicles. The components have to be made in America. You can have a Buy American proposal with federal funds that are being spent.
Federal funds. Federal funds. Federal. What was that? I like the federal funds. Yeah, he just knows it's Daddy can sign a little check and then cash it in. Yeah, you voted for this, by the way.
And we spent over $600
I
billion
did.
in federal funds on a yearly basis.
We would love.
We could spend trillions as AOC. You know, the climate accord, the $3 trillion infrastructure plan isn't enough. It needs to go to 10. Why 10? Make it 30. Make it 40. Make it 1,000 trillion.
To have more product, more manufacturing here in the United States.
You got it. You will, I promise you. Just
I just hate when politicians think that they can just like create these jobs that people are going to sign up for, people are going to do, people are going to manufacture. It's like, we need more gyms in America. We need the government to get behind the gyms and make more gyms. We need more rogue facilities where they're making barbells and plates. This needs to happen, and I'm going to make sure it happens. And they're going to be union jobs.
estimated if we pass this jobs plan, Lewis, we're going to have over a 6% growth rate within the year. It's about building up manufacturing capacity.
What?
And with that, of course, we need help and support. I'm pushing the PRO Act. and making
You got
sure,
it.
Yes, making sure we have them out there to organize.
I am pushing it hard. We're going to
That's what she said. Sorry.
get that PRO Act passed. The way to grow the economy is from the bottom up and the middle out, not from the top down. When a union employee makes
What? How does that even make any sense? Who creates the jobs? Is it the people without jobs? Not necessarily. It's the people that have created businesses from the top. And then from the top, they supply the jobs to the people. How do...
more money, everybody does better.
I agree.
That's what we're all about here.
We appreciate everything
We're all about money. We're not about spending your money how you don't want us to.
that you're doing, everything to help us out here. It's a big change, and we welcome it. We're here to support you and make sure we keep moving forward as a country.
Well, if I didn't do this, all my buddies from Scranton and Claymont would come.
Oh my gosh. Can you give that up? You know, when's the last time you felt like a normal person in Scranton and Claymont? You know, these politicians, they have like their little story, and it's their humble beginnings story that they use over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's the most exhausting, annoying thing about politics. It's that they have these little talking points, like Kamala Harris, like, did you know that that hard hats are unisex? And you're like, everything about you feels so fake because you're obviously not from, like, when's the last time you remember that life in Scranton? Like, it's been such a long time. You've gone past it. You've grown as a human being. You're a different person than you were that day. So act like it. Quit talking about the past. Or like, yes, I used to, my dad was a union boss. I'm like, you're too old. Like, you need to stop talking about that time. Yes, it molded you. Yes, it shaped you. But would you say that shaped you more than the last 50 years of your life? I would say not.
I'm looking for me.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate everything you do.
It's Dr. President to you.
Stay healthy.
Yes, sir. You as well.
Stay healthy. It's what my pizza man told me the other night. I'm doing just fine. Leave me alone. We're not in this together. That was it. The under 2 minute conversation. Hey, this is a big union boss, and I want you to make sure you're looking out for the unions, despite cutting, Keystone pipelines and stuff like, despite cutting jobs and, taking out infrastructure. I just don't understand why they even put these out. I get that they want to tug tug on the heartstrings. Liberals and Democrats are all about emotional pleas and emotional ties, and to tie you into believing their philosophy and believing the way they want to go about governmental programs and the way they want to go about just the way day-to-day life, and pushing union jobs, and AKA the government's here to help and all that crap. I get they want to push on the emotional heartstrings of your brain and heart. Because if you like think about his presidency so far, remember, we bombed Syria, the border crisis is going up, we have inflation higher than it's ever been, gas prices are higher than in a long time, they're continuing to rise. Ukraine and Russia is a deal going down. He prolonged the war in Afghanistan to September 11th when it was May 1st. We'll see how that goes. I do applaud him for recognizing the genocide and the Armenian genocide, so that's great. But like, why does the media stick up for? I just can't sell my soul like the media does, I guess. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. If I said something wrong, call me out and I'll apologize, or I'll say, you know what, actually I don't think I'm wrong, because I'm always open to be wrong. If you follow somebody who gets their news and their first thought is that I'm right and I'm going to fight to the death no matter what, you should probably stop following them, because life changes, things go on, new things arise. New information is possessed. Like, come on, like science changes. So like when we find out that COVID, the reason people were dying out of COVID is because of morbid obesity, that should be factored in, as opposed to just pretending like it's not a big deal. If science, I just hate this idea that you have to like be so fake and just put these crap stories out in order to build people up and make people nuts. When the rest of us are just like me, where we put our tinfoil hats on, one leg at a time. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you on the next